what I've learned during my time as VPE, Mr. François Vatinet.
Something strange happened to me a few months ago. I was participating to a club officers bi-weekly meeting on Zoom, and I got a text message from a fellow officer saying, please stop questioning what I do in front of the others. I was really taken aback. I mean, I didn't think I was criticizing anybody. I was just trying to help. So I thought it was an overreaction. Well, it was not. Actually, it happened several times after that. And then I felt it too. I was doing my best to help, to do my part, but I didn't feel appreciated. I felt people were second-guessing me. See, volunteering and leading in a volunteer organization is really tough. You don't need to be criticized. You need to be encouraged. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and most welcome guests. It's a great pleasure to be here with you tonight. As Club Vice President of Education, it was my duty to make sure that all our meetings were up to our quality standards. And also, it was my responsibility to accompany all club members on their educational path. I chose to be a club officer because I wanted to help the club. I wanted to give back. And also I wanted to learn more about Toastmasters as I was dreaming of creating my own club. Being a club officer has been an incredible learning experience. Tonight, I summarize for you my 3 key learnings. 1, encourage with empathy. 2, inspire through behavior. And 3, succession planning is a bliss. Encourage with empathy. When we are leading a volunteer organization, we are under pressure, just the same. Club members are like customers to us. We want to please everybody. We are doing our best. We don't get paid for that, but we are really working in the day-to-day. So when people are criticizing us or letting us feel that we are not doing a good job, it's really, really difficult to take. In this situation, when I gave feedback to my fellow officers, I should have used the sandwich technique that we learn as speech evaluators at Toastmasters. What is the sandwich technique? You always start with a layer of praise. You are doing a great job. Then you insert some improvement tips. Maybe you could do this or you could do that. And always you finish with a nice, thick layer of encouragement. Encouraging with empathy. Take into account what moves people. Get to know people. For us, this last year, it has been really difficult because we never met in person. We're only meeting through Zoom, and it's the same for club officers. We didn't have our meetings at Amazon to take a chance and discuss and take a coffee and so on. So I missed that personal bond, and it felt. Second point, inspiring through behavior. See, I tried several times to do speeches to inspire other members or even guests to become officers. It didn't work at all. If I inspired anybody to become an officer, it was through my attitude. Participating to meetings, taking roles, helping people prepare for meetings, answering questions about pathways, for example. scheduling speeches, rescheduling speeches, and rescheduling speeches. This was my role as VP. But I still lacked charisma. Do you know why? Well, I learned it thanks to the feedback that I received. I lacked smiling. Because if you don't smile, if you don't show that you are happy to do what you're doing, people will not want to follow you. 3, succession planning is a bliss. I was lucky enough that Lucas Teshima wanted to be VP after me. And we had time so that I could explain to him what I was doing, how I was doing it. I had time to document it. We had time to do it together. And then gradually it took over. And by the time I stepped down as VP, Lucas was fully autonomous and able to do the job, which is, believe me, the best situation you want. So, in a nutshell, 1, encourage with empathy. 2, inspire through behavior. And 3, succession planning is a bliss. Tonight, I have a proposal for all of us, club members. Let's take some weight off of our club officers. Let's be proactive. Let's take roles. Tonight, you saw that our club officers had to take all the roles at the last minute. Come on, we have to work, we have to help the mentors with their mentees. We have to do something every time that we have a meeting. It's not only the responsibility of the officers, it's all of us. Okay, so I count on you. Be positive. Give feedback that encourages. Don't criticize. Everybody here is trying to help each other. And finally, I want to thank all of you who gave me feedback about my time as VP. It has helped me tremendously to think about what I do well and what I can improve. So thank you very much. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.